So, you want to start modifying your full drive by yourself, but you have no idea what to do first? Well, I think I got the answer for you. Stay tuned and find out. So that modification would be a UHF. I think that this is the perfect modification for someone to start doing by themselves. It's pretty simple install. It's sort of one of the first modifications you really should do, because having a full drive, not being able to talk to your mates sucks. There's also a safety factor, which I don't really care about, but they are good if you get in a pickle and you are by yourself. But today we're going to be installing the GME XRS. It's an absolute beast of a UHF. There's so many features, and we've got the mini aerial, so I've got to make a tab, and we also are mounting it in this roof console. So this is just one off Facebook actually. I bought it off a guy that just makes them in his shed, so shout out to that legend. And yeah, it's going to be mint having one of these. Ryan's got the same one in his car, and it bloody works well. Right, so this is the janky current setup. So we just got a old Uniden. It's just a cheapie. This actually come with the ute, so no dramas there, but I do want to upgrade it. This is just your basic unit. So it's all just sort of mounted in how you go on spot. At Cruiser Park, all the corrugated roads just blew that thing up. The first step's going to be to remove this. Most people wouldn't probably have to do this step because your car probably didn't come with a UHF. And obviously where you guys mount UHF is going to be very different to mine, so just keep that in mind, that everything will be different on your own car. So the next step is basically figuring out where you actually want to mount your UHF. So our UHF is going inside of our roof console. By inside, I mean that this is actually a little pocket here. So we are actually going to mount our UHF module in here. I don't know if module is the right word, but that's the one we're sticking with. And by module, I mean this bad boy. So we're going to mount that somewhere in there like that. So once you guys have figured out where exactly you want your UHF to go, the module itself, considering things like you need to pick it up and actually hold it and talk on it. So you just want to sit in there and figure out where exactly you want your handpiece to finish up, or where you want your module to finish up. Some modules, some UHFs, sorry, only have the speaker on the actual control module itself. They don't have one in the hand, so you need to be wary of that. Just read your instructions, but basically once you figure out where it goes, you're going to need to start thinking about power. So with your power, there's two different ways you can hook these bad boys up. You can basically have what we call a constant power source, or you can have an ignition power source. So there is benefits to both of them. I actually like the ignition because I am pretty stupid and I always leave stuff on. So I'm going to wire this up to ignition. Current wiring that is in this car for the old UHF is constant. You have to basically rip this old wiring out and start again. So the next step's basically finding an ignition source, depending on which way you're wiring up. But ignition basically is when you turn the key on, we want to find a 12 volt source, and then when we turn it off, we want that 12 volt to disappear. The best way to do that is to get a test light with a sharp end on it, and you basically want to just hook that to an earth, and you just go through and you pierce all your wiring until you get a 12 volt, and then you can turn it off and on to make sure. Pretty commonly used one is actually your cigarette lighter. So you could pull this apart and actually go to the back of that. I know that from my gauges, because when you turn the key on, well, I got no power, but they actually light up. So I do know that there's an ignition source under there from these gauges. So I'm going to steal that. But yeah, I'd probably recommend just using the cigarette lighter if you don't have one already. So I'll show you guys how to test that. Yellow maybe. Not that one. Probably this one. Yeah, so you can see right there, 11.8 volts, so turn the key off, it disappears. So yeah, that red wire is our ignition source, so we're going to tap into that, run the wire back through, up the pillar, up to our point where we're bringing the UHF up to, and then we're mint. Right, so we need to get this wire basically run up through the roof. And the easiest way to do that, because most people have the same issue, you need to get a wire up through the back of your dash and there's no way you could ever feed that wire through. So the easiest way to do that is to actually get a bit of like actual wire. So this is like tie wire, I guess you call it. And you run it the opposite route. Then you can actually tape this to the wire and pull it back through. The wires are now ran positive and negative, and we've got them dangling there pretty much ready to just be hooked up to the UHF. The next step that you need to get up there is obviously your UHF aerial wiring, which is attached to the aerial itself. So this and the wiring, that needs to go up and plug into the back of the controller. So what I'm thinking for Cole is that it's going to go about here. I'm just going to make a little tab for it and then weld the tab on, but we will do that last. Right, so now with all this wiring here, you want to just run that through your engine bay, so through the grommet in the firewall and up to where you are mounting your controller. Important when pulling it through into the cab that you just remember that you do want a little bit of flex between everything. You never want cables like pulled as tight as possible. We just had a pizza break, by the way. It was really yummy, and it's dark outside now, but we're ready to put this up, which means actually I'm nowhere near ready. I've got to connect that to the loom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we forgot a step.
Retake.
The cord that comes with the UHF basically has a special little plug on it and a fuse. Now, what we wired in before is only pretty much if you need to extend the wires. Sometimes the kit will be long enough. It's only a case of just joining the colours together, soldering them up. And a good tip when you're soldering inside your car, because I learnt the hard way, is always just put a bit of plastic down or a bit of cardboard, because these do tend to drip, the solder things, and if you have a seat or a dash mat, it will go straight through it. We've got that mounted up, we've got the power in, we've also got the UHF aerial nice and tight, everything's all tightened up with shifters, and she's just about ready to mount up. Now if this was in your car, it'd obviously be somewhere else, I keep saying that, but you can just plug your battery in real quick and test it prior to actually putting it up. But I'm that confident in our work that I'm just going to send it. It's going to be really hard too, because...
Do you want me to hold it? Looks good.
It's up.
Yeah.
All done.
Just leave it like that. That's fine.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
One eternity later.
So that went in super easy. Didn't struggle at all.
No, not at all.
It's not half an hour later or anything. I don't know if you guys are excited as I am, but I was getting so sick of that UHF being mounted in that corner. The cord would have to pull all the way over, so now we can just, yeah, copy that, mate.
Easy.
How good's that magnetic?
Magnetic.
Like if we didn't go there.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Ah.
Didn't even measure that.
No, we knew that from the start though, didn't we?
So I'm thinking about getting a little hook to hook that. So I don't really want that dangling. We can just go. Woo! Ah. Oh, dude, it feels so much better than my old one.
Good, eh?
Can I get a radio check, please, mate? No radio checks around here. Dude, that's so easy to put up.
That's good, eh?
Copy that. The magnetic thing makes the biggest difference.
And you can also play it like, if I were to say something to you and you didn't understand, you can play it back.
Really?
Like it's like a replay button. I don't know where it is, but
there's so much stuff to do with that. I don't even know how to do it. Like you can Bluetooth your phone. Like what do you want to do on your phone?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I couldn't tell you, mate.
But it's cool that you can do it anyway. Right. Left.
What?
Huh? Alright, so now that the roof console and the UHF are wired up, it's finally time to mount this aerial. Originally I was thinking a little bit out, but now I'm thinking because this wire has to go through this grill here to sit it up front. Thinking about there, me and Jesse reckon that looks good. I think that's just about it. We'll just have to start zip tying everything up, tidying it up, and then we're done. UHF install, one of the easiest mods. Took us a while because we're filming and putting a roof console in, but honestly, if you put that in your interior, what do you reckon? I reckon you could do that in an hour.
Yeah,
easy.
It doesn't take that long. It's just getting your head around the wiring, really.
Red and black.
Yeah.
Not much to get your head around.
No, I suppose. That looks good, man.
Thanks, man.
No worries, man.
So I'm super stoked we got the XRS. I've always wanted it ever since Ryan got it. It's just such a good UHF. I love the trigger on it. The quality is unreal. Like me and Jesse were literally just talking about it before. Just the magnet is a game changer. Like just being able to just press it up there instead of just slotting it up there is just such a game changer. So very happy with this UHF. Highly recommend it. So this roof console actually is designed to have a gang of rocker switches in there. So we will get onto that one day, and I'm planning to just have it wired up to lights, but being that we don't have anything to wire up to it, we're not doing that today. This is just about the UHF. And the reason I wanted to make this video, and the reason that it's titled the way it is because the aim of this channel is really to make people just have a go, have a crack at doing stuff. Like half the stuff you see us do, I've never done it before in my life. I've just you know, taken little bits of videos and put it all together, and you know, I've never built a tray or a car or anything like that. So I think people can do more than that I think people can do more than what they think they can. So start small, work your way up. I think this is a perfect beginner mod to your four-wheel drive, and I think UHFs are very important to have out on the track because I know how much it sucks to basically be driving around with no comms. Hey, it does suck because you don't have a UHF, do you?
That's right,
yeah. Get out in the shed, give it a crack, see how you go. If you have any drama, just message me on Instagram at RoamLife. I'm happy to help. And yeah, Cole has another accessory fitted to it, and it's a good one. It's a GME. A GME.
Quality.
A GME. GME. We do have some exciting news coming up for you guys that's sort of slowing everything down at the moment, but it's going to be worth the wait. And yeah, that's about it. Do you have anything to say, Jesse?
No, I don't think so.
Well, do you want
get stuck into my car, mate?
Yeah,
get it done.
let's pull Jesse's car in the shop.
It's pretty late.
It'll probably be another video. It's very late. It's probably like, what is it, like 9 o'clock or something?
Yeah, 8:30 I think.
8:30, we're about to start modifying Jesse's car. So we're going to film it because it's a bit of fun. And you guys will probably see that through the week. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. Hope it wasn't too boring. And I know it's a little bit different, me doing a bit of a how-to, but I just want people to have a crack. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. See you, Jesse. I mean, you're not really leaving.
No, I'm not staying.